Good morning YouTubians, it's Kermit's Ghost. Today I'm going to take a closer look at number 38 on the cult movie poster. A film from 1999 directed by Spike Jonze, the guy behind Where the Wild Things Are and Her. It was also written by Charlie Kaufman, the guy who wrote Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And this is an American fantasy comedy that was nominated for 3 Academy Awards. It's being John Malkovich, but you already know that. Let's pop this in the player and see what it is all about. So the film stars John Cusack as Craig Schwartz, Cameron Diaz as Lottie Schwartz, Catherine Keener as Maxine Lund, John Malkovich as John Horatio Malkovich, Orson Bean as Dr. Lester, Mary Kay Place as Florence, and Charlie Sheen as himself. The film opens with Craig practicing his puppetry skills in his workshop. Later he watches television and sees a rival puppeteer who's famous, making lots of money, and he feels a little bit inadequate. Now Craig is actually a very talented puppeteer and he performs on the street with his creations. Now as money is tight, he applies for a job in an office building as a filing clerk, and the office is on floor 7.5, and the lift, or elevator if you're in America, has to be stopped and prized open between floors 7 and 8. Now the corridors and the offices on this floor are extremely cramped. The ceilings are really low as well, but Craig just goes along with it. Now his boss, Dr. Lester, is 149 years old or thereabouts and is very randy for his secretary Florence, who doesn't seem to understand a single word of what anybody is saying, and she is a bit randy for Craig. Now back at home, Craig is a married man and his wife Lottie has a small menagerie of animals. In their apartment, their small apartment, they've got a dog, ferrets, birds, iguanas and a chimpanzee, and on top of this Lottie wants a baby, but Craig has developed a thing for a co-worker called Maxine. Anyway, whilst in his small cramped office, Craig finds a small door, opens it to investigate and crawls through this grimy tunnel and is instantly transported inside the brain or the mind of John Malkovich, and he can see everything that John sees and hear everything he says. Now 15 minutes later he's randomly ejected out across town on the New Jersey Turnpike. He tells Maxine what's happened, and at first she is completely unimpressed, but she changes her tune when she finds out she can make a little bit of money from this new discovery, charging $200 per person for a go in John's head. A day or so later he tells Lottie and she decides she's going to experience this for herself, and she soon becomes obsessed with the whole thing. And she tells Craig that she may actually be transsexual and need a gender reassignment. So Maxine actually phones up John Malkovich to arrange a date. Now he doesn't know her and she doesn't know him, but he agrees to go on this date anyway. And whilst on that date, John's brain is entered by Lottie, and Maxine knows this and gets off on the fact that she has 2 people at the same time in the same body lusting after her. And Lottie is falling in love with Maxine and vice versa, but only when Lottie is inside John's brain. Craig, who is deeply infatuated with Maxine but is rejected by both women now, locks Lottie inside a cage, but first arranges for the 2 women to meet in the usual way and then jump inside John's head himself so he can fool around with Maxine using John's body, which he can now manipulate as he's a puppeteer. Suddenly John realises he's now not in control of his limbs or his thoughts and wants answers, so he follows Maxine to work where the portal of his mind is located, and that is where I'm going to leave the story. So did I enjoy the film being John Malkovich? Yes, I did. This is a strange one for sure. Very original story. The characters are compelling to watch, and the story, my God, the story is out there. It is way out there, but you need to watch it to see what the hell is going to happen next. There's a lot of twists and turns in this film. It really is a complicated but fun movie. There is a number of cameos in this film too. You've got Charlie Sheen, you've got Brad Pitt, David Fincher the director, Sean Penn, Winona Ryder, and W. Earl Brown too. You know, Warren from There's Something About Mary's, Franks and Beans. Anyway, I would give this film a solid 7.5 out of 10. Maybe actually an 8. 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. So that is it. Have you seen this gem of a film? What do you think? Is it for you or not? No wrong answers. All a bit of fun really. Leave a comment down below and I will get back to you, I promise. Give the video a thumbs up, it really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't, it's all free. Why wouldn't you? And on that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today, watching my video. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.